So how do you put chaos to work? Now it's crunch time. Knowing where your company is the easy bit. How do you get the Google strategies to competing on the edge to work in your company? The challenge lies in harnessing the incredible potential that chaos can offer, and not simply creating a chaotic mess. Planning is key. The order in which you implement your ideas is just as crucial as the ideas themselves. Many managers see companies as machines. You just add a new part here, and if nothing contradicts the whole, the company will run better than it did before. But we all know that companies aren't machines. They are living, growing things. This difference is fundamental. Companies adapt to shifting competition and varying climate. Change is what living things do. They develop and evolve over time. Google illustrates how the order in which you implement your new strategies is important. But it also shows how a future-focused, evolving strategy triumphs over a static one. Most importantly, though, Google's success is measured by how fast its business model can adapt to the change inherent in its industry. But to pull this off, the pace of the industry must be intimately understood. Changing an organization too quickly can leave a chasm between the market demand and organizational capacity. There are 3 steps to making this work effectively. Firstly, and most importantly, create a vision of the desired future. Secondly, plan the steps necessary to move the organization from a structured system into a chaotic system that responds to an uncertain future. To the outside world, an organization may look like it's planning for the future, where instead it's gearing up to experiment for the future. This is known as time pacing, and involves introducing new products or entering new markets at agreed intervals. Lastly, one needs to stabilize the current operations and find a halfway point to review progress and adjust the strategy if necessary. Executing one piece of the strategy at a time and then moving on to the next part ensures it has a strong operational base from which to move into a world of chaos. So, what kind of leaders are you looking for? Staying on top means remaining poised at the edges of chaos and time, balancing the various dynamic, simultaneous, and competing factors of business. And it takes equally dynamic leaders and management styles to remain competitive at the edge. The beating heart of strategy becomes centered at the business level and not in the senior management echelons of conventional businesses. Also, a new role emerges, orchestrating multiple products, services, or businesses at the group level. This person is known as a patcher, and it's his or her role to continually add to, subtract from, or merge elements of the business to match shifting market opportunities. The art of patching involves taking modular, autonomous business units and constantly mapping and realigning them with evolving market opportunities. It's the fundamental motor of reinvention. In this new organization, size matters. If patches become too big, business units are too cumbersome and slow-moving to react to market dynamics effectively. Content also becomes critical. If there are gaps in the mapping, there may be opportunities for new businesses there. If there are overlaps, on the other hand, businesses may be confused on strategy and the scope of operations and maybe even cannibalize each other. In this new organizational structure, senior executives become synthesizers of the emergent strategic direction. Leading from the edge involves the ability to think across time frames that span from right now to next month, to next year, and for several years hence, while still remaining clearly focused on today.